Alright guys, let's get to this video. Ham, right? Ham is actually Cham or Kham, right? So Ham, excuse me, Ham, Kham, Cham is pretty calm. Same as 252 hot. Cham, son of Noah, also his descendants or their country, Ham. Kham, Khammam. Alright. So, here's what we're going to do. Alright. You type Ham people. Shows these people. They're dark. Right? But they're not Hamitic. What is a Hamitic person? From Carlton Kuhn, right? Carlton Kuhn, an anthropologist who went to University of Pennsylvania. Kuhn developed the ideas of surgery, claimed that typical Hamitic physical traits included narrow facial features, an orthonic visage, which is straight head shape, light to dark brown skin, wavy, curly, or straight hair. Cut out the curly hair. Don't even listen to this curly part. Basically, when you mix afro with straight hair, you get curly. So it's straight or wavy hair. Alright, so a Hamitic is a straight hair person. When you type Ham people, these people are dark, but however, when you go to the Zondervan dictionary, it says Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood, he became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, right? But the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites. Remember, they're dark, but they're Negro. See the person's hair? He has afro hair. There's plenty of women here that look like her that have afro hair, right? So, said not the Negroes. Now you go type Irula people. They have wavy straight hair. They're very dark and they have non-Negro facial features. What does Irula people mean? Irula comes from the Tamil word Irul, means darkness or black, combined with suffix denoting people. These are black people, just, Hamitic. Alright? So they tricked you. Then, remember, you can get the truth by doing this. So Ham, right? Ham, spelled with an H. When you go to eSword, it's spelled with a C and a K. So first we're going to type Cham. When you go to Google and you put a C, watch what happens. Bingo. You get Hamitic people. Straight hair, light skin, and you see some darker skin, right? Now they're kind of intermixed, but these are real Hamitic people. Chamitic. Now we're gonna type Kham. All right. We're gonna type Kham. We're gonna type it with a K. You still get people who look Asian or Asiatic, right? You still get people like that. Now we're gonna put the W. You're still getting people from Asia. Right? Now, we're gonna do one more. We're gonna go to the H2552 version. Khammam or Khammam to be hot. So we're gonna type Khammam first. Khammam. Still showing Cham people. Now they're showing some Africa people. And we're gonna explain that in a minute. Right. Then we're gonna put the K. Still showing people. Now look. Now it's showing Hindu people. Now it's showing Hindu. You see what I'm talking about? These are very dark people. Right? Khammam, right? This is location. Where is Khammam district? In India. Right, the Hebrew word, right? Khammam. a district, right, in India. Then when you take one M off and you type W, it's still going back to India. So now you got the truth of where the real Hamites are. You see how dark? You see how dark they are? These are Hamites. Straight hair. These are real Hamites. We just found it. The Khammam district, just like the scriptures say. Khammam. Right? Now we're gonna show one more. So where is the land of Ham? Alright, so all you have to do, just type Cambodia. Right? Kingdom of Cambodia. Etymology. Right? So the Kingdom of Cambodia is the official English name of the country. The English Cambodia is the anglicization of the French Cambodge, which in turn is the French transliteration of the Khmer Kampuchea. Kampuchea is the shortened alternative to the country's official name Khmer. Priya Rechakar Kampuchea. The Khmer endonym Kampuchea derives from the Sanskrit name Kambojadeza, composed of Deza. Deza is land of or country. And then Cambodia is referring to the descendants of Kambu. We're going to put a tab out. We might not really, this might be relevant, but Kambu. Instead of going to see what Campbell means, it's really that simple. Just go to the eSword. What is Ham? Kham or Ham. You go back to the Wikipedia. All they did was just use a K, right, instead of a C, and drop the H. That's basically, so that's land. So that's Deza Kambu, or a land of Kambu, or a land of Kham or Ham. Bingo. So Cambodia is land of Ham, land of Kham, or land of Ham. Now, so these are where Hamites migrated and created their own land, land of Kham. All right, another land of Ham right here. Okay. Now we're going to type the Champa. Champa is a place in Vietnam. All they did was add a PA. It's just Ham, Kham, right? Etymology. So, yeah. Okay. Now we're going to do the Khmu people. So the Khmu people are an ethnic group of Southeast Asia. The majority live in Laos, where they constitute the largest minority ethnic group, comprising 11% of the total population. Alternative historical English spellings include Khmu, Khmu, Kobru. Alright? So I'm going to tell you why this is important. So when we try to find Kemet, right? Kemet. The ancient native name for Egypt, meaning black land. Right? So we're going to type Khmu Prezat, right? So Khmu is another way of saying Kemet. Alright? Then we type our Kemet people referred sometimes as Kim. Yes, the root word or single consonant biliteral base for black is the ancient Egyptian. Read this again. Kim is the root word for single consonant biliteral base for black in the ancient Egyptian language, which comes from Kemet, black land. So it's Kemet or Kemu, KMT. So you have a tribe in Laos called Khmu. So basically, they are Kham people, black people. They just added a U. So you have real black people in Laos. And then you go to images. They are dark. See how dark she is? She's dark. Has straight hair. She looks like the, See how dark they are? These are Hamites. These are Egyptians, sort of. Now, Cobra. Egypt has Cobra. They're called Cobra people, right? Now, let's get into surnames. So we're gonna type Ham surname. This can help you prove the last name Ham has multiple independent origins across the world, including English, Dutch, German, Korean, Chinese cultures. We're gonna go to forebears. Where is it mostly found in? South Korea. Yes, the surname Ham is found in South Korea, Cambodia mostly. I mean, Cambodia is Ham, right? Now, so Asians have it. Now we're going to type, oh my gosh. Why is it doing this? Okay, now we're going to type Cham people. Oh, no. We're going to type, surname. Alright. So we're going to go to forebears. Where is it mostly found? Gambia, Ethiopia, Cambodia. Remember Shemites mixed with Hamites. So when you go type Cham, Africa, yes, you're gonna see some people with look like this woman and him with last name Cham, but you have to understand that Negroes, Shemites, mixed with Hamites. Did Assyrians conquer Hamland? Yes, the Neo-Assyrian Empire conquered territories in the ancient Levant, such as part of Aram and northern regions associated with biblical traditions with Hamitic or Armenian groups. So this is why these people carry the surname, because they went, slept with the women, and became darker, and took the language. All right. So now we're gonna do with a K, Kham. Mostly found in Southeast Asian China. Boom, Chinese. Now we're gonna do something else. Now we're gonna put the C, and then we're gonna do the other Hebrew word, Khammam. All right, where is it found mostly? Khammam, Tunisia. It's found in Tunisia, Belgium. Right. When we type Tunisia, and then we go to people. Look with it, straight hair. Straight hair. Right? Got the Hamitic nose. These are Hamites. Go to Belgium. I know it shows Japheth, but occasionally you're going to find some Hamitic people too. Right? And then last, we're going to do, okay. Khammam is primarily found in Asia, India, Morocco. So we're going to type Khammam people. It's a city in India. So there you go. Khammam. Right. Now we're going to do people. There you go. Hamites, real Hamites. There you go. And then I just want to see the etymology. It comes from the Stanbury, right? So yeah, these are Ham. I just showed you who Ham is. Remember, you got tricked. These are Assyrians. These are Negroes tricking you, saying that they're Ham, but they're really Assyria because they conquered the Hamites' land, and then they got kicked out too. But this is what you're looking for, and then when you go deeper, then you will find a real dark race, Ham. Bingo. I'm out.